Hey, how's it going, everyone? I am going to play some Captain Marvel today. I'm going on a sort of I don't know, like a quest, a side mission, a goal, something like that. I'm doing that to I want to get a deck for every hero. So I started a spreadsheet where I'm just populating the spreadsheet with 1 to 2 decks that I feel like, suit the character in an interesting way. And then I'm gonna fill it up for every hero. Maybe make a video about it in the future, and also just have it for myself for the future. Having a deck for every single character that I like. Um, I think that'll be fun when I want to play a random game. I don't have to think about it. I just have a deck that I like. Hey Beowulf, I am doing well. I'm on my winter break for work, so that's kind of why I've had time for YouTube lately. I got a new desk, so the stream setup is nicer. Can't stay. I'm traveling with my son and wife for vacations. Want to say hi? Well, that's nice. I'm glad you stopped by to say hi. I hope your vacation goes well, and then your wife and your son have a good time, and you have a good time. Great setup here. Thanks, Doc. I yeah, I like it. I got in. It's my new desk. It's bigger than it used to be. So I have a lot more space and it's a lot easier to just have things set up. Also, I started streaming like in the middle of the day today because I was just testing out my new setup on my new desk. And there's a window right behind me. And the way that the sun's angled, it just made the lighting on the board like really well to where it's like pretty even lighting across and there's not glare spots. So I was like, oh, well, the sun's only going to be in that spot for so long. I might as well stream. Yeah, I'm gonna test out a Captain Marvel deck build that I have. I made it like really late last night. Um, Actually, I'll switch to the deck build that I'm gonna try out so you can see it. I have 2 desks set up like this now in order to try to get more webcam Discord Marvel Champion plays in. But right now I'm running on MC Campaign on one and Too Many Bones 3-player on the other. That's really cool. Stream Elements bot is running. I don't really need a Stream Elements bot. I don't know why that's there. Am I able to just like ban the Stream Elements bot? I mean, it's fine. I just was surprised to see that. I don't normally. I think that's the first time I've seen a bot on my chat just say something. I don't remember setting it up. Maybe I set it up like a long time ago and then never used it. Okay, so here's the deck list that I'm trying out. I think it'll work. I made a Captain Marvel and an Iron Man deck last night. So I'll put this list together while we're just hanging out. I don't see why it wouldn't work because it's just, I don't know. I feel like Captain Marvel can just make anything work, really. She just has so much money. Victoria Hand. I think that's probably going to be in my shield section. No? Hmm. I guess I don't know where that card is. Anyways, what do you guys think about the deck list? Any suggestions? Because this is like a 2 a.m. like late night draft that I just put together very quickly. I haven't play tested it yet. I'm not gonna like agonize over these decks like too much since it's gonna be like a deck for every single hero. I have to make like 120 decks or something. But where is Victoria Hand? I don't know where that card went. I seem to have lost it. There's a chance she's with my like Maria Hill deck. No? Hmm. I'm sure this has happened to everyone where you just lose a card and it's in like a completely random spot and you'll find it like 2 months later. Yeah, I wanted that card to ready up the command teams and the Alpha Flight station. Oh, there she is. She was in the wrong spot. I finally found her. We got Agent 13, Ant-Man, Beast, Beta Ray Bill, Black Panther, Nick Fury, Slingshot, and Victoria Hand. For events, 3 copies of the best card in the game. It's maybe not the best card in the game, but it's up there. Okay, and then my resources, Energy, Genius, Strength, 2 Power of Leaderships, should I add the mission leader? Each player draws 1 card. Yeah, I'm gonna add it in. That just sounds good. Okay. That seems to make sense. So I got 2 clarity of purposes. Just want to find it faster, then you can always throw it on an ally um, later, even in solo. 2 clarity purposes, a mission leader, and then 3 command teams. Avengers Mansion and Helicarrier, of course. A Quinn Carrier. The Cersei, the Triskelion. Okay, that's the deck. I imagine that this will work. Okay, now to set up Red Skull. Contents 2 modular sets, Hydra Assault and Hydra Patrol. Okay. Oh, I'm going to be playing on the daring mode, so I'm going to shuffle up the standard sets together and the expert 1 and expert 2. Oh. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Obligation. 2 modulars. So that makes the encounter deck. So put the red house into play, shuffle every other side scheme into the side scheme deck, and set it next to the encounter deck. Oh, did I need to check for side schemes in here. Hydra Patrol. Is that the only one? Looks like it. The sleeper goes aside. Okay, and then I shuffle these up to make the side scheme deck, which I'll just put up here. Okay. I think I just got to shuffle up my deck. I should be about ready to go. 42 is divisible by 3, so that makes sense. I should have every card ready. Okay. I think that's about does it. I think I'm ready to play. 3 threat there. Okay, let's draw a starting hand of 6. I'm not really looking for make the calls right now. I'm trying to set up things. So I'll discard those 2. I think I'd like to play a Cosmic Flight just to get Ariel, you know, for then my helmet's not useless when I see it. Go Mulligan Ant-Man as well. Keep these 2 doubles. What would I want to set up with the Power of Leadership? I mean, I could set up the Cersei, but I don't know if I really want to set up the Cersei right now, because it's more important for me to get like the mansion, the helicarrier, and that other type of stuff. And this doesn't count as a double for it, so I'll mulligan that as well. So I'll keep these 2. Draw 4 more. Agent 13 is good too. Okay, now I'll use my commander action to draw a card. There's the Quincarrier. So, play only if I have the Avenger trait, so I gotta flip up first. I'll play the Quincarrier. And then I don't want to get rid of Agent 13. Yeah, unfortunately I gotta get rid of my Cosmic Flight. I'll just pay 4 to get Agent 13 out. And she'll just kind of hang out right now. So I don't want to use her ability until I have shield supports for her. Okay, for the red house, I can use my attack instead of my thwart. Red Skull gets +1 attack for each side scheme in play. There's only 1. I'm going to reveal deal each player an encounter card. Okay, I forgot to do that, so there's another encounter card for me. I think I'll attack this side scheme, because I'll use my attack value instead of my thwart, just because I can. Agent 13, yeah, I don't really want to use her activation here, because I don't have healing built into the deck, and my 2 of my make the calls are gone. So I'm not going to waste one of her activations to just lower it by an attack. It's going to be fine. Okay. I think that's a good first turn. So I'll ready up. Drop to my hand size of 5. There's a triple resource, so I can play Beta Ray Bill here. It's sad to see all the make the calls at the beginning, but I'm going to cycle through my deck pretty quick. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, reveal the top card of the side scheme deck and put it into play. Hydra reinforcements with 2 per player. When defeated, the player defeated the scheme discards a non-elite minion. Okay, Red Skull's going to attack me. I'll just take the damage. It's 1, and he puts +1 attack for each side scheme. There's 2 in play. So it's 3 attack, 4, 5 damage. That brings me down to 7 health. Then I get dealt 2 encounter cards, because now there's a hazard icon. Bitter Rival, when revealed, exhausts a character you control for each side scheme in play. Okay, that exhausts both of those. Attached to Red Skull, when he activates, give him an additional boost card for each side scheme in play, then discard this card. And then a Hydra Jet Trooper to attack with Quick Strike. So I take 2 more damage. Oh, this should be ready. That's going to be fine, though. Beta Ray Bill can just take out the Jet Trooper, and that'll thwart 2, finishing that off. And then I can Crisis Interdiction, even. So yeah, that's totally fine. So 3, 4, 5 resources to play Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill will attack for 3 on the Hydra Jet Trooper. Or I'll use this exhaust token. Deals 1 consequential, and after he attacks and defeats a minion, remove 2 threat from the main scheme. Oh, that's just the main. That's not as good as I was thinking it was. But I can still just Crisis Interdiction. 3, 4. Oh, I'm 1 resource short on it. Damn, that didn't go well. Huh. That's really sad. Okay, I can't really play Beta Ray Bill here. I thought that the 2 threat went off of the other one. I guess I miscounted my resources too. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Maybe the correct play is to just like grab out Ant-Man or something. I have Yo-Yo and Ant-Man. Yeah, I'll just grab Ant-Man for some boarding. I'm not Ariel, so the Crisis Interdiction isn't great. But Ant-Man is in my discard pile. I'll start by just Photonic Blasting, I think. Taking out the Hydra Jet Trooper. And then since I used an energy resource, it draws me a card. Also, this is ready. And then spend a energy resource to heal 1 damage from Captain Marvel and draw 1 card. I'll use the Quinn Carrier to do that. So I heal 1, and I draw a card. Ooh, Beast actually isn't great right now, but I don't want to lose Beast. So I'll spend 2 now for a Crisis Interdiction to thwart 2 from here. Wait, oh, the player defeated the scheme discards a non-elite minion. I wasn't reading that. Oh, I'm messing it up so bad. I should have read that. So the correct play... it's too late. I didn't have to Photon Blast. It's just too hard to... It's too hard to figure that out. So I just played that really bad. I forgot about that interrupt. But that's fine. I'll just move on. Okay. Already up. Draw 3 cards. Or do I want to go to Alter Ego here? Finishes at 8. He gets an additional boost card. He can easily scheme 6 here. I don't want to go to Alter Ego. Yeah, I'll stay in Hero. And since he gets an additional boost card, like I might even have to block with Agent 13 here. That's really sad, but that might just be the reality. Because he's gonna have the Sleeper is awakened. Okay. When revealed, put the Sleeper in play, engage with the first player. The Sleeper is defeated, remove this card from the game. Guard, Retaliate, and Toughness. Okay. So this is rough. When revealed, the Sleeper engages the first player. That's really funny that it, like, engages twice. Yeah, I think I have to block with Agent 13. I don't think I can survive if I don't. So I'll block this attack with Agent 13. So there's 2 side schemes. He has 3 attack. He gets an additional boost card. Or after this card resolves during an undefended attack, discard a support you control. I'm forgetting, is blocking with an ally count as defending? I think it does. I think it does. Does it? I don't know. Why do I not know that? That feels like such a simple thing. I'm gonna check the rules reference on that. Okay, if a player's attacked, any player may exhaust an ally they control to defend against the attack. Okay, that is a defense, so I don't lose Quinn Carrier. That's nice. Sad that Agent 13 didn't get anything done, but that's just how it is sometimes. This card is discarded. Okay, the sleeper attacks me for 3. And hopefully I don't get attacked again here. Revealed exhausted character control for each side scheme play. Okay, so I'm exhausted again. But I'm alive. Okay, how do I want to do this? So 1, 2, 3, 4 resources for Beast. Beast can come into play. Search my deck and discard pile for a resource card. Energy absorption. Add it to my hand. He can knock the tough off this guy. And then I can Photonic Blast, taking out the sleeper. When defeated, remove the sleeper from the game. Put the sleeper in. The scheme cannot leave play while the sleeper's in play. Move the sleeper from the game. When the sleep. Okay, so it's on the when revealed effect that gets rid of it. That's funny. That's really goofy on the wording. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, I draw another card here. Command team. Okay, so I can heal 1 and draw 1. Clarity of Purpose. Okay, and then I'll attach Clarity of Purpose to myself. And then... does that end my turn? Yeah, I still don't think I can go to Alter Ego because it's... He can easily scheme for 5, so I'll stay up and I'll just block with Beast. Beast did a really good job, though. Beast with Captain Marvel is a really cool combo. Okay, main scheme goes up by 1. Maybe I won't get exhausted this time. A side scheme comes into play. Censor the Past. When defeated, each player chooses up to 3 cards in their discard pile and shuffles them into their deck. Okay. He attacks me. I block with Beast. 3 attack, 4, and he gets a tough status card. One encounter card. Attach Red Skull. He can't take damage. Okay. Now, it's my turn again. Crisis Interdiction would be good here. Maybe I should have gone Aerial that first turn. Okay. I'll use Clarity of Purpose to heal 1 and draw 1. But it takes the damage, so it just cancels out. I didn't get exhausted, at least. One, 2, 3. Why is the Quinn Carrier exhausted? I keep forgetting to ready it. For a Helicarrier. And then I guess I just Crisis Interdiction here. For to remove 2 threat from a scheme. So I'll do 2, and then I'll exhaust to remove this. I can shuffle 3 cards into my deck. And I have to go Alter Ego. Okay. Which 3 cards do I want back into my deck? Probably Make the Call. Is it just all 3 copies of Make the Call go back into my deck? Probably one of those. That seems to make sense to me. Okay, I think I do have to go alter ego here and just commit to losing the main scheme because I don't lose off of that and I just don't have the health right now. So I'll go alter ego and I'll draw a card. And I'm short on paying for it. I'll just put the energy channel down and there might be a minion that comes out. I think I'll discard Photonic Blast, hold the mansion, end my turn. Okay, dropped my hand size. Okay, that's not so bad. Main scheme goes up by 1. Brings a side scheme into play. Hydra Patrol, when defeated, each player searches for a Hydra minion, puts it into play, engage with them. Red Skull schemes for 3 plus 2 boost cards. 4. After this card resolves during an unfin attack, it's not an attack. Okay. So he schemes for 4. That finishes it exactly. Reveal the top card of the side scheme deck and put it into play. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, reveal the top card of the side scheme deck. Okay. Starts with 1 per player. When revealed, each player discards the top 5 cards of their deck, places 1 threat here for each resource type. That is 3 resource types. Okay. Now it's my turn. I'll start by drawing a card. Alpha Flight Station, that's perfect. I'll get rid of this Clarity of Purpose to play Alpha Flight. I'll exhaust Alpha Flight and discard 1 card from my hand. I won't be using this second energy channel to draw 2. Okay. I'll recover. I'll flip up. Don't mean to be nosy, but what is your profession? I'm a battery research engineer. Okay. Now I think I want to make the call. Or do I spend? Yeah, I'll make the call here to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to get Beast. Beast can grab my triple. Need to figure out how to make batteries that don't grade. Yeah, I'm working on it. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 for Avengers Mansion. That draws me a card. Nick Fury, there he is finally. I think I do want to go aerial just so these crisis interdictions are online. I can also make the call and get a 3 cost or lower ally. Victoria hand can ready a shield support. That actually probably would have been better, like grabbing Victoria while I was an alter ego with make the call, and then readying this up, but I didn't do that. I can grab Hank Pym. Having another ally around could be nice. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So make the call, and Crisis Interdiction, and Nick Fury to go grab Hank Pym with 2 counters on him. And then what do I need to do? Probably just get rid of Mass Chaos. I have my Cosmic Flight, which I could have used to heal one. I didn't heal one and draw a card. I just really want the Cosmic Flight, so I'm not going to do it. I could have played that turn better, too. That's kind of nice that I'm not playing the turns perfectly, because that means that the deck actually has options. The thing about batteries that don't degrade, I mean, it's not possible to make a battery that doesn't degrade at all just because of thermodynamics, but we can definitely make batteries that don't degrade as fast. And that'll be really good. 1, 2. Shuffle up. I get encounter card. Three, 4, 5. Okay, main scheme goes up by 1. Side scheme comes into play. The prison camps. Under Hydra's rule, families are separated and incarcerated without due process. Oh no. Two, 3. Okay, and now Red Skull is going to attack. I'll just block this one with Hank Pym. 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets 2 boost cards. 5, 6. Okay. Now 1 more encounter card. When revealed, place 2 threat on each scheme in play. That's bad. When revealed, hero, give Red Skull a tough status card, and Red Skull attacks me. Ooh, this attack is really big. I might have to block with Beast here. Because it's going to be 1, 2, 3. He's attacking for 4. Oh, this is gone at least. 4 plus a boost card. I mean, I can live through that. I think yeah, I'll just take the attack. 4. Boost, if you're in hero form, the villain attacks you after this activation with no boost cards. Okay, so that's 4, and then 5, 6, 7 from his second attack. So that brings me down to 1 health. Which is a little risky, but I'll make it. Okay, now it's my turn. I will draw a card. I'll play 1, 2, 3, 4 for Nick Fury. I'll draw 3. I'll play discard the Triskelion to heal 1 and draw 1. I'll play 2 to get my Cosmic Flight out. I'll spend 1, 2 here to play Crisis Interdiction, removing 2 threat from here and 2 threat from here. Is it safe to go to Alter Ego here? 5. If I get an extra scheme activation, it's not. But I could play Spider Woman if I go to Alter Ego. So I'm going to go to Alter Ego. Okay, so that means I can go 2, 2. Finishing that off. Search your deck and discard a pile for an ally and puts it in play and shuffles their deck. Oh, that's so nice. What ally do I want? Is it just probably Agent 13? So I can actually have a big turn when I go to Alter Ego here. Okay, now I think I'll go to Alter Ego and recover just in case I take damage from something random. I'll draw a card from my Alter Ego ability. I will discard Make the Call to draw 2. I will thwart with Agent 13 to finish Hydra Patrol, and then I search for a Hydra minion and put it into play. Let's grab this Quick Strike one with 0 scheme. And when after she thwarts, I can ready shield support, so I'll get that readied up. I'll discard my helmet to draw 2. Okay, and then I'll use my energy absorption to play Victoria hand, replacing Nick Fury. She enters play, readies my Alpha Flight Station. I'll discard Beta Ray Bill to draw 2. I'll thwart 2 off of the main scheme just so I don't lose to that. Then I'll spend Typhert? Yeah. 1, 2. Okay. I'll get rid of a Crisis Interdiction to play to draw 2. Okay. Play. Any blue allies that are useful here? Beta Ray Bill, Ant-Man. Unfortunate. I'm like one, because if I could play Spider Woman, for like a little bit cheaper here, I would be able to do a lot. That's okay. I still have to play Spider Woman. 1, 2, 3. It's a little unfortunate, but Spider Woman comes into play. Replaces Beast. Spider Woman enters play, confusing the villain. She'll thwart 2 off of the main scheme. That was a huge turn. Okay, and then already up. I think the game's over now. Because I've stabilized, and doing that type of stuff every turn is crazy. Main scheme goes up 1. A new side scheme comes into play. Oh, sweet, and I can just defeat that and then get rid of the Jet Trooper. So he doesn't scheme because he's confused. He schemes for 0. I get 2 encounter cards. Attached to Red Skull. He gets piercing in range. I have to spend a Shawarma to get rid of it. And then I'm stunned, and this card gains Surge. Or I can exhaust to just get rid of it. I'd really like to be able to keep my health up here. Yeah, I want to get a recovery off, so I'm going to discard this and just stun myself and have it surge into Total Annihilation. Whenever you hold a hero, the villain attacks you. The attack gains overkill. And it just surges because it has surge and it doesn't have a alter ego one. Hail Hydra. When revealed, each Hydra minion engaged with the hero makes an attack against that hero. Each player who is not attacked this way searches the encounter deck for discard pile for a Hydra minion, puts it into play. So I'll go grab another Jet Trooper if there is one. Yeah. Okay. Now it's my turn. I'll recover for 4. Oh, all these are ready too. Okay, so I'll draw with my mansion. I'll draw with this. I'll play I'll get rid of the Cersei to play Mission Leader. Then I'll use this and a Photonic Blast to play Command Team. I'll discard this Command Team to draw 2. I'll port with Agent 13, readying up my Alpha Flight Station. And then I discard a non-elite minion. I'll port 2 with Victoria Hand. Actually, no. She'll attack for 1, and then Spider-Woman will take out the Hydra Jet Trooper. They're both defeated to Consequential. Command Team can ready up Agent 13, who can thwart 2. Oh, I gotta wait. So then I Alpha Flight Station, drawing 2. I'll make the call to grab Beast. 3, 4. That will bring this back to my hand. Then I'll make the call to grab Victoria Hand. She'll ready up the Alpha Flight Station. Actually, no, I don't want to grab Victoria. I'll grab Spider-Woman. Confusing Red Skull. That's just a bit safer, and I might not have a great play when I flip up. Oh, flip up? I could have Alpha Flight Stationed, I guess, to draw 2. And then 2, 4. Wait, did I not even use my Agent 13? I guess I didn't. Okay, that's fine. I didn't really need to. So that finishes that. And then that draws me a card from Mission Leader. Shuffles my deck. And then Helicarrier, Quinn Carrier, and this, or And let's start by just doing the heal one thing to draw one. And then Helicarrier, Quincarrier, and I'll probably actually just ready up Spider-Woman. She can knock the tough off, and then she discards herself. And then I'll play... Wait, Black Panther only searches my discard pile, so I don't want to play Black Panther. I guess I'll just play my helmet. And I have +2 defense now, so I have 3 defense now. I'll hold this thing. Okay. I think I'm in a good spot. Okay. Now, main scheme goes up by 1. Red Skull's going to attack me. And I'll just block with Beast. Oh, a side scheme comes into play as well. Beast blocks for 1, 2. Villain gets an additional boost card. Give the villain a tough status card and another boost card. Okay, that takes out Beast. Okay, and then I get another encounter card. And Hydro Exo Soldier with toughness. And then the villain attacks me. Do I just block this? I'll just block it. Okay. So it's 1, 2, and no, I'll just take the damage. I want to get rid of this stun and just work on these minions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I never drew my hand or anything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, I got big plays I can do here. Okay, how do I want to do this? I'll draw a card with the mansion. Wait, Bill. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for Nick Fury, drawing me 3 cards. Okay. And then Nick can just knock this tough off. I'll get rid of my stun. I'll play Make the Call. 1, 2, 3, and wait, I'll just do that. 4 to grab Beast. That'll bring a triple back to my hand. Now, Agent 13 will thwart 2 from here. Readying up my Helicarrier, and Beast will finish this. So I can shuffle 3 cards in my discard pile into my deck. make the call. And how about just these two doubles? Also, a side scheme is defeated, so I get to draw a card. I'll spend an energy to heal one and draw one. Another double. I'll Crisis Interdiction. Removing 2 threat. That's fine. I kind of have more output than I need here. Maybe I just spend my time getting rid of this. 1, 2, 3 different resource types to get rid of the pistol. Command team can ready up Nick. And then 2 damage here. I'll spend 3 onto my energy channel and discard it to finish off this Hydra Exo Soldier. Hey, Daring Lime, just took a lunch break. How's everything today? Everything's going well. This Captain Marvel deck is very powerful. I'll put this down. I'll exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card I play by 1. I'll ready Agent 13. I'll attack with her, knocking off the tough, and then that triggers her response to ready Helicarrier. I'll reduce the cost again by 1, and then I'll take 1 damage to play Victoria Hand. That readies a shield support I control. I mean, I guess I'll ready this up. And she'll just attack for 1. I think the end is near for Red Skull. And I think I'll go to Alter Ego here so I can have a bigger turn. I'll draw 1. I'll be keeping that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Main scheme goes up by 1. A side scheme comes into play. Discard the top 5 of my cards in my deck and place 1 threat here for each different resource type. So it's 3 threat. Red Skull's confused. And then I get an encounter card. He gains Retaliate 1. Spend a Shawarma to get rid of it. Okay, my turn. I'll start by drawing a card. And then I'll draw a card. Okay, I'll use Alpha Flight Station to discard a card and then draw 2 cards. I'll discard this and draw 2. Triskelion. Okay. The Triskelion works here. I'll use my Helicarrier to play it, increase my ally limit. Okay, I will play Make the Call, spending 1, 2, 3, 4, on Agent 13. Agent 13 will thwart 2 from here, readying up Alpha Flight. I'll discard this to draw 2 cards. I'll use this to play Command Team, readying up Agent 13, who will thwart, finishing this off, readying Alpha Flight Station. We'll exhaust Alpha Flight Station, getting rid of, I guess, this double to draw 2 cards. Then I'll flip up. I'll recover first. Flip up. I'll spend this energy resource to heal 1 and draw a card. Oh, I could have drawn another card by flipping up. But no, it's fine. Now I'll get rid of this. 1, 2. Three. To get rid of this. Beast will attack. Victoria will just sit here to block. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold these 2 in my hand, and I'm just gonna start doing damage now. Ready everyone up. I think she should have 2 damage on her. Nick Fury, nice. Okay, main scheme goes up by 1. Side scheme comes into play. Red Skull attacks. I'll block with Beast. Or no, I'll block with Victoria. 2, 3, 4 damage. And then 1 card. Toughness. Okay. Now it's my turn. I'll draw a card. I will how do I want to do this? Crisis Interdiction could be useful here. 4 threat for 2. Let's just start by exhausting Helicarrier, attacking this with Agent 13, readying Helicarrier, exhausting Helicarrier, readying Agent 13, thwarting 2 off here, readying Helicarrier, exhausting Helicarrier, and then spending 1 to play Nick Fury. That'll draw me 3 cards. Okay. Now I'll how do I want to do this? Let's just start blasting. 1, 2. Oh, actually, before that, I can draw a card with that. And then 1, 2, 3 for a Photonic Blast, taking out the Hydro Exo Soldier and drawing me a card. And then I'll Photonic Blast again, hitting Red Skull. And drawing me a card. Then I'll attack with, or I'll thwart with Beast. He goes away. I can shuffle 3 cards into my deck. I'll do 1, 2, and 3. And that's when he just started blasting. Yeah. It's fun getting to that stage of the game. A side scheme was defeated, so I draw a card. This deck is kind of broken. Okay, I'll play Make the Call, grabbing 1, 2, 3, 4, grabbing Beast out. Beast will search for my triple resource, adding it to my hand. And then Nick will thwart 2. Beast and Captain Marvel will attack for 4. I'll go to Alter Ego, and then I'll just try to win next turn. That's how I feel at the end of my Bishop games. Yeah, Bishop has really, really big big blasts at the end. He really does a lot of damage because like he can store up that like plus 16 or whatever from his 2 like cards. I think it's plus 16 because it's 2 plus 8s if I remember right, but maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll probably just be making the call on Nick Fury and then drawing and then yeah. Okay. So main scheme goes up by 1. The side scheme comes into play. Prison camps. He schemes for 3, 4, 5. And then he gains retaliate 1. I'll probably just ignore that. Okay, then Nick goes away. I just wanna win. It was a good test of the deck to see if I can just win here. Well, all this is ready. So I'll start by drawing with the mansion. Then I will use Alpha Flight Station to... Oh, no, I won't do that yet. All the cards are useful here. Okay, so I gotta make the call. Oh, I have that card draw too. Okay, I'll make the call on Nick Fury. Bring him into play. Do I draw 3 here or do I have him do the 4 damage? Because, like, I mean, there's not, like, a ton of damage in this deck. I'll just have him do the damage. So he does 4 damage, flipping Red Skull to stage 3. When revealed, encounter card, and I have to do 20 damage here. There's gotta be a way. I'll get rid of this card, Alpha Flight Station, to draw 2. Okay. Then I'll get rid of Agent 13, will attack, dealing 1 damage, triggering her ability to ready Alpha Flight Station, and then dying. I'll discard Cosmic Flight to draw 2. Nick will attack for 2. He takes 2 from the retaliate and that thing. Beast will attack for 2. And he is defeated. Already up Nick. He'll attack for 2. I'll flip up. I'll use 1, 2, 3 to pay for Photonic Blast, dealing 5. I take Retaliate. I draw a card. And then I'll generate a resource, and then I'll bring Nick Fury back in. He can deal 4. He can attack for 2. I'll Photonic Blast for 5. And I'll count the negatives. 1, 2, 3. Drawing me a card. And then I'll Energy Channel for 6. I attack for 2. So that was 11 excess damage. That was pretty good. So it was 11. He had 4 on the other side, right? So 15 plus 20. So it's 35 damage. That's pretty good. I always go for draw. I just like drawing cards. Lost a lot because of it. Yeah, it's tempting to go for a draw. It depends on the deck you're playing though, right? Because like this deck, it doesn't really have a lot of damage built into it. It's just a lot of allies. So the 3 cards I drew, I didn't think were necessarily going to be 4 damage. Like I could get lucky and have it be more than 4, but I could also get unlucky and have it be less than 4 extra damage. So I think it was just safer to do the 4 damage. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab a coat and close my window. It's getting cold in here. Okay, I'm back. You gotta capitalize on what you got. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go edit the deck list here. Because I play tested it and it worked out, but you know, it could have done better. So this is how it was. The command teams were solid. The Cersei, I didn't play it, but that's because it was a solo game. And the reason I had the Cersei in here was to help other people, and Captain Marvel can just kind of afford it. So I don't think I want to cut that. Clarity of Purpose is just really powerful. Mission Leader is really good, especially multiplayer. I didn't have too many resources. The only thing it was lacking was, I'd say damage, but like, I don't know, it did really well. Hey, Conan O'Brien. I just did a Captain Marvel game. Beast can't be cut. It's like Agent 13 Beast, Nick Fury, and Victoria Hand, I feel like really proved themselves here. So the only question would be, I mean, Beta Ray Bill, the three damage 4 health ally with the command teams is solid. I didn't end up using it there, but I can see the vision for it. The Black Panther ally, I draw so many cards that it's actually not really necessary to have Black Panther because I just cycle through back to my make the calls, and that's the only event he can grab, so I think he doesn't make it. Ant-Man was good at the beginning of the game. Slingshot, spend an energy resource, put her into play. Under any player's control. A Slingshot is still in play, return to your hand. It didn't work out in this game, but I can picture it feels like a really good like side card, you know? Like a side deck card, because like imagine there's like a boot camp aggression player. In that situation, it makes a lot of sense. Because then you can like just put her into play under that other player's control and help them out. And she's an energy resource, like worst case scenario. And it has a good interaction with like the Quinn Carrier, so I think that's fine. The only thing here is I maybe want to find a little damage. We've got a killer show for you tonight. Bardock Monk is here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like your hosting. So, I just gotta figure out, is there a way in leadership to get more damage? But I mean, I had a lot of damage. Like I did, how much damage did I do at the end? I did, it was 11 excess plus 4, 15 plus 20. I did 35 damage on the last turn. So it's not burst damage. It's more like mid-game burst damage that this deck is missing. But it has mid-game burst damage from the Photonic Blasts and just having so many allies. I mean, it could just be like... let's see what damage cards there are. I mean, it could just be Haymakers. Go all out could make sense. Like after you have the helmet. Because then you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage, 7 stats around for it. That's not horrible. But it's only good after you get the helmet, and then once you're set up, you have damage. Sorry, don't mind me just hosting a talk show. Yeah, you keep going for it. It works out. Then I don't have to be as entertaining when I got Conan O'Brien in the chat. I feel like if there is a weak link, it's probably Ant-Man or Beta Ray Bill. It could be as simple as just like it could really be as simple as just playing like a lead from the front. Yeah, like lead from the front kind of makes sense here. Because it gives you the +1 attack and thwart, which gets you up to 3, which can help in the beginning of the game. Command teams, like, I don't think I need 3, because I'm not trying to play that at the beginning. Uh, Triskelion was really good at the end, but it's also not really necessary because like I kind of like to make the calls make sense. Like the ally limit, I actually used the ally limit to my advantage here. So I don't think it's an energy resource though. Hmm. Make the call. I also only really need 2 of them. Um, Clarity of Purpose at 2. Not sure. Have you thought about running any copies of Inspired in the deck? Um, I thought about it, but I decided against it because Inspired, um, like you're buffing up the ally, right? But then, I mean, it could work on Agent 13 because she sticks around for a while. But the other allies, like Nick Fury and Beast and Victoria Hand and Spider Woman, I'm cycling them. I don't really want them to stick around because I want them to leave play and then come back in. So I don't think that Inspired works that well for that. Like I could go down to 40 cards by cutting down to like cutting the Triskelion. I mean, yeah, it wasn't really necessary. But I like the Triskelion with the lead from the front, and it's an energy resource. And 41 cards doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna leave it here for now. I think this is a slightly cleaned up version of the deck. Yeah, that makes sense to me. It was very, very powerful. That's the thing about Captain Marvel though, is like I did buff her slightly on my tier list. So now she's at the bottom of A tier instead of the very top of B, which I think will make people happier, even though it's not really that big of a difference. It was just like literally one. I changed 2 numbers in her stat line by 1 and then it moved her. But because like the thing I hear people say is that like she's got the triple resources and a lot of card draw. Um, but the way I did the tier list was evaluating it on how good she is kind of on her own. And if you remove, like, imagine you remove Clarity of Purpose, um, Agent 13, Beast, um, Victoria, and the command teams and the Quinn Carrier from this deck. It's really good, but it's not so broken. Like she's really sort of dependent on the aspect cards to be good. And there are a lot of good aspect cards, but that's just not how I built the tier list. I think putting her into A, like honorary of like, you know, she is really good even with the core box. Like if you just recycle Nick Fury and stuff, it's fine. Like I don't really view like very bottom of A and very top of B is like that different. But it pleases the people. Okay. I don't think I'm going to play another game, but I can still stick around and maybe do some deck building. The other deck that I was messing around with was just an Iron Man deck. Like this deck was really straightforward. It was just, it's just energy resources and tech. I feel like you don't really have to think about Iron Man's deck because you just throw in tech upgrades, repurpose, and then it's done. And that's his whole deck. I think Iron Man is a lot more interesting to deck build for with a smaller card pool because like it doesn't. I don't usually like saying that characters are solved, but Iron Man, this build just makes so much sense for him, and it doesn't really take that much thought to put it together, to where it's like just not a super interesting challenge. Like it's not challenging at all to figure it out. Like I was so excited about that magic deck that I found because it was kind of challenging for me to figure out. I've been thinking about how to build a good magic deck for, ever since she came out. Like not like all the time, but like it'd been on my mind. Like I tried like 2 or 3 different times and I never came up with something that was satisfying. But, and then when I figured it out, it was really nice. I enjoyed that. With Iron Man, I just like sat down like at 2 a.m. just threw this together and I'm like, I don't even know if I need to playtest this. My brother mainly runs Iron Man. I've got him most of the recent heroes, but he always goes back to him. I have to run a distraction while he sets up, then he closes the game. Yeah. I like that play pattern for Iron Man where you're just like, hey, I just need like one more turn, just one more turn, and everyone else is like, hey, come on, like we're doing what we can out here. You gotta hurry it up, Iron Man. He just but like once he, arrives and he's built out, Iron Man is very powerful. Does Magic's deck your White Whale? Do you need to adjust the recent deck? I mean, I could maybe adjust the recent deck slightly, but it's within a couple cards of being correct, I think. My White Whale, yeah. I don't know, maybe. Because I really like Mystics, and um, I don't normally fail on deck builds. Like, I normally achieve the goals I wanted to on the first try with my deck builds. Or at least, like, first try and then one playtest and then an adjustment. Like this Captain Marvel deck, for instance, like it was a rough draft deck that I just played and it just like completely overpowered the villain and did everything that I wanted it to. And I changed like 2 cards and then it is done. But with Magic, yeah, it was she's one of the few characters that I didn't find something I liked after trying more than once. So it was nice, actually. It was nice having sort of a challenge on the deck building front. I can pull up that Magic deck that I made. Yeah, here, this one. It just everything came together for it, and I was really, really happy with it. There was a couple things I was considering, because I was thinking about Moira McTaggart, because I didn't include Moira. Then I was wondering if that was a mistake, and I didn't include Cosmo, and so not having Cosmo and Moira, I was wondering if I should have included them, but then the more I thought about it, I don't think so. Because Cosmo is cool, he gets that like little chip damage and chip thwarting done when he calls the right card on top of the deck. But if it's an actually difficult scenario, having Cosmo around and never blocking with him isn't super reliable. So it's sort of like the deck is strong enough to defeat every scenario that Cosmo would be able to stick around in. And then in the scenarios where Cosmo can't stick around, it doesn't really matter that much. So that made me feel like it's fine to not have Cosmo. And then for Moira, she's the support where when a mutant goes from alter ego to hero, she lets him draw a card. And for Moira, it came down to this of like the economy is big enough in this deck. Like you have enough money at the end And is Moira better than the Mansion? I don't think so because the Mansion works in Hero and Alter Ego. Is she better than the X-Jet? Again, I don't think so because the X-Jet works every turn after you play it. Um, but Blood Gem, again, I don't think so because this works every turn when you need it, and is better than X Gene. Again, I don't think it's better than X Gene either because uh, once you get X Gene out, it just pays for your events off the top of your deck every time you exhaust it. It's really good. And then is it better than Sorcerer Supreme? No, definitely not. But I didn't think it could really replace any of these, and it already has enough money. So then I was like, yeah, I don't think Moira is necessary. But yeah, I'm happy with the deck. It's cool that you think about this so much. I tried to put some cards together and everything kind of fumbles. Gonna have to give that one a shot. Yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like deck building just gets easier the more you do it. Because like I never I have just built all my decks like every time. I don't play uh I don't play decks that other people build. So it's like I don't know. I kind of have a vision of what works. Which I don't think it's like a special ability that I have. It just sort of happens, I think, after you play enough of your own deck builds. You can kind of just tell if it's going to work or if it's not going to work. The muscle you got to build, that deck sense. Yeah, I think definitely. Because it's not like trivial to build decks. I had already built a lot of decks for Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid. So when I came to Marvel Champions, it wasn't really like difficult. I'd already built a lot of decks for a different game in the past, so I just jumped straight into it. And also, um, it's funny. I heard Villain Theory talking about this. I listened to one of the Shadow of the Cast episodes while I was like cleaning up my apartment, and he was talking about how um, he started off. Adam Warlock was one of the first people that he started deck building for, and so he felt like he was better at building decks for Adam Warlock than a lot of other people because he just started there. Whereas other people get to him later, and then like the stuff that they knew already didn't work, and then they have to like learn new stuff for Adam. Um, and I also started with Adam Warlock because the Mad Titan's Shadow was the very first expansion that I got. So Adam Warlock was the first character that I started deck building for. I mean, I deck built with um with um the core box heroes a little bit, but like not that much. Um, Adam Warlock was the first character that I like really thought about it and like tried to deck build for. I thought that was funny that like me and Villain Theory both had that same like Adam Warlock experience. So it forced us to like I think probably what it is starting with Adam Warlock, we were both like looking at like every card and every aspect that we had with a limited collection. And that forced me to understand like, what's good and what isn't, and what works and what doesn't, since I was thinking about literally every card. Um, I feel like it just like makes you speed run deck building. So I actually highly recommend people uh just work on Adam Warlock without looking at what anyone else did. I think it's trivial, must be why I keep losing. Yeah. You've become quite a good deck builder though. I remember your first builds were they were questionable. And now like every time you show me a deck, I'm like, maybe it's not exactly what I would have built, but it makes sense and it works, which is really nice to see. I think you learned how to deck build very quickly, honestly. Growing up, my buddies kept making the decks for me to play, so I didn't learn. My arcade mode series is trying to make my own decks, but Rhino kept beating me up. Just don't play Rhino in solo. Like it's kind of just just lame. Just play two-handed. I mean, I think deck building for two players is better because like when you uh when you deck build in two player, the game is more balanced, and then you have roles like the aggression player is actually doing damage, and the justice player is actually thwarting. And in solo, you have to like have an increased amount of allies. You have to focus on generalist cards, so it's like it limits your options on what's possible by a lot. And yeah, I really don't recommend deck building for solo, especially if you're trying to learn. I feel like two players where to go. Um, what was that, Conan? We both yeah, definitely. It definitely helps knowing the cards. Best sidekick deck that isn't X23 or Shuri. That's funny that you mentioned Shuri because like I built that sidekick deck for her right when she came out. I really liked that deck. Oh, let me think. Um, let me just like go to uh go to the different characters. So the characters here: Adam Warlock, no. Angel, maybe. Ant-Man, no. Black Widow, Captain. Doctor Strange is a really good sidekick deck. I've done that before because with Doctor Strange, when you do side by side, you can ready Wong, and you just get more. You ready Wong and Doctor Strange, and then you get to do even more invocations. Um, Doctor Strange is super good at sidekick. Drax, maybe. I just haven't played Drax much. Uh, Jubilee could be okay, but probably not. But yeah, probably not Jubilee. Nick Fury probably could work. Nova with Miss Marvel can do some like crazy combos. Nova's a really good sidekick deck. Uh, Vivian is good for sidekick. I think that's what I'd say. So, other than X23 and what was the other one you said? Shuri? Yeah, I'd say uh, Vision, Nova, and Doctor Strange are really solid. My first builds were trash. Yeah, they were, but that's the fun of it. I remember building my first Peter Parker deck. Um, I tried protection, and it's like, oh, I can just defend all the attacks, and I fought Claw, and I defended the attacks, but I didn't do anything, and then I just lost so horribly bad. Drax sidekick. I'm gonna trust Char here because I haven't played that much Drax. I know I know Mantis is really strong, but like I don't have the vision fully. What about Rhino is lame? I'll make a two-handed game attempt and report back. Yeah, definitely do two-handed if you're playing Rhino, because like solo Rhino, it's just a different game, especially against Rhino. I built a Vision sidekick deck that looked bonkers powerful, but never played it. I was like, this is powerful, it just doesn't sound fun. Yeah, a lot of decks are kind of like that. Of like, yeah, it definitely works, but um, is it interesting? Is it fun? Does it make me actually want to play the game? Not necessarily. I didn't want to interrupt the game, but I sent you a Limelight set. Let me know what you think whenever you get a chance. I could just probably pull it up. I don't I don't really want to capture Discord directly. But yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Just looking at the little thumbnails in Discord, they look really cool. I like the Silver Surfer Black art. I really liked that comic when I read it. Yeah, that's really cool. I'll if you if you make like a PDF or like a Google Doc of it available and send me the link, I can share it on like my community posts. This is really cool with the custom set. Also, post it in my Discord for people too. I had a fun time building that Nova Sidekick deck that was Adventure Time themed. Oh yeah, I remember that. Isn't that on Marvel CDB? Like I'm pretty sure he posted that with a write-up, right? Probably sort by date. I don't actually know how to look someone up by username on this site. I'm gonna just filter by leadership. Yeah, I actually don't know how to filter. Does anyone know? Hmm. Here? Yeah, there it is. I think I liked this deck, right? Yeah, I think I'm the only one. Oh, I didn't. I didn't favorite it though, I guess, but I did like it. Reasons why Finn the Human from Adventure Time is like Sam Alexander. Black Panther. Heimdall. What is Hope doing? Oh, to grab his Unleash the Nova Force. That makes sense. I gotta find out how to make one of those printable PDFs. I don't know if you're using the like templates that are on like that custom site, but I think there's like a .bat file you can use that like converts it to a printable format. Or the reasons. Has the heart of a champion. Touchy relationship with his spacefaring father. Kinda doofy headgear. A red cruciform. Yeah, this is a fun deck. I'll look for that on the site running back to work. Have a good time at work. Yeah, I've been having fun on making videos every now and again. Also just streaming, because like when I play a game of Marvel Champions, like there was a time where I was like being like super nitpicky about the rules, and it was just like a really lame time, and that was ruining the game for me, which is why I said I like made that video a year ago or so saying like I'm done playing Marvel Champions on stream. But enough time has passed and to where I don't feel pressure to do that now. Um, and if I make mistakes and like someone points it out, I just don't care anymore. Like the rules of this game are not why I like this game. I'll look for that on the site. Running back to where? Oh yeah, yeah. It was nice. I think I'm probably going to retire the stream here now. Unless anyone else has anything else to talk about, I'll stick around for a little bit. I don't feel like playing another game. Okay, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. I'll see you next time.